Train wreck is never going to end. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. I'm your host, Bob, joined as always by my good friend, Hollywood Frank.
HW, baby.
Catch us here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, talking about all the news in wrestling. And oh my freaking God, it just keeps getting worse. But anyway, like I said, you can catch it every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, check us out on social media. Follow Hollywood at Hollywood FB28 and your boy Comic Book Bob 1. Yeah. It's been an interesting week.
Yeah.
Vincent Kennedy. No, I actually no. If it happens, I'm gonna be real upset. Because I went and I did a start of my entire home network before we went live. So better friggin' not.
Bob's streak is over.
Oh my God.
My running the show solo ends at 2.
Anywho, yeah, it was it's been an interesting week. We'll get into that as we go into the main story, but as usual, we have our favorite segment, something we call the good, the bad, and the ugly. Oh, God damn it. All right, hang on a minute.
Uncle Saudi Howdy.
It was about to happen.
Oh, my God.
Good night, boys.
Hello,
Saudi Howdy.
How you doing?
No, it's Uncle Saudi Howdy. Not supposed to know who he is.
No one knows who Uncle Saudi is.
Nobody cares. Uncle Saudi is. Anyway, listen, we got all the good, the bad, and the ugly. I went first last week, right?
I think so.
Yep. So you're up, son. What you got?
The good, the best thing that came out this week. This man, Adam Cole, baby.
You know it's all about the boom.
Boom.
Boom is back.
He is back.
Thank
that
God.
was the best part.
Dude, that crowd lost their friggin' minds when he came out.
I lost my mind when he came out.
It's been, oh my God. It's because it's been doom and gloom for like the last 6 months. And finally a little bit of light comes through, man. But that was pretty cool, man. That was a big moment. Definitely.
Yeah. It's just I'm happy that he's able to step back in the ring.
Yeah. It was dicey there for a while.
And it was. I mean, with everything he got going on, it's been out since Forbidden Door, and it's rough. I mean, to have that, what he talked about, waking up and just being pretty much scared and not know what's going on, and
yep,
it's nothing to joke with, man. This is nothing to joke with.
Yeah, it's basically, your brain is basically just in a big sack of fluid. So, and it's just kind of jostling around in there, man. So you take the wrong kind of shot, you could be done for good.
Yep.
So,
but hopefully they do him right with him back. Keep him a baby face. Keep him a single guy, because the Undisputed Elite is over because Bobby Fish is gone. Kyle O'Reilly's hurt.
Yep. And Kyle, speaking of guys who might not be back, Kyle O'Reilly might not be back.
Yeah.
He got messed up bad.
He did.
So,
he really did.
And then if he does come back, it's just the two of them. So,
let's see. The
Something
bad,
good?
that bump that Anna Jay took.
Oof. Dude, there's some people with some choice opinions of that match. Period.
Fortunate thing is she's okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
But
that match was brutal, man.
It was. And for those people who think, oh yeah, wrestling, oh yeah, it's all scripted. Yeah, okay.
Well,
things can happen.
Yeah. Well, it's like DDP used to say, you can't fake gravity. So
Nope.
if you go up, you got to come down.
And if you ever, I don't know I've seen it, not live, but I watched it on TV. I wasn't there for it, but that ladder match when Joey Mercury,
oh man,
took the ladder off his face. Bam.
Dude, there's all kinds. You can go on the internet and find
Sid Vicious coming off the second rope.
Dude, I was watching that
leg.
live when I was watching that when it happened. Oh my god, that was like a horror movie, man. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was like, oh my freaking god.
Just see his leg snap. He just crumples to the ground. His legs like hanging there, like flopping.
Yeah, basically, if any of you watched Conor McGregor's last fight, when he basically did snapped his leg, and like his leg just folded like an accordion from the shin. Yeah, that's basically the same thing. That's what happened to Sid Vicious, dude. Sid Vicious is what? He was what, 6'8"?
Something like that.
6'8", 300 pounds.
And he didn't want to do the
nope.
The move off the second rope. He didn't want to do that at all, but he was talked into it, and
someone that big coming. So that's the thing about those big dudes that are doing like high spots, man. You gotta be careful, dude, because that much weight coming down. That's
Ricky Boogs might be back here at Royal Rumble for that's what he went through with the Usos. But then my ugly man, what is going on with WWE?
Oh, we're gonna get into it.
Is McMahon taking over creative? Is he selling? Because right now, I think the report I just read is that McMahon filed a written consent amendment to WWE bylaws with Securities Exchange Commission that would give him even more control without requiring shareholder approval.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Basically, back in January, the WWE put bylaw amendments in that would prevent him from doing that kind of stuff. And because he's the chairman of the board and he has basically veto power over everything, he just went, nah. And now he's like, yeah, I can do whatever I want, and you guys can't stop me. So it's like, yeah, we're gonna get into it more, but it's like, oh my god,
you guys, I'm taking over.
Yeah, Montecito's like the ladder match, the bad. Vince is taking over. The ugly. Damn it, move your ass. Quit driving like you're 170 years old. Be careful, Mal. Be careful, dude. We want you to make it home safe. But
and who knows? I mean, could it be sold in the next 6 months to a year? Possibly. Could it not be? And it could go private, like you said.
If it gets sold, it's going to go private anyway.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, Vince could take it private himself now.
Oh yeah.
So I'm telling you, man. Yeah. All right. We'll get into it. But
that's my GBU.
Yeah. So my good AEW wrestling this week. There was a lot of really good stuff. Moxley versus Adam Page was awesome. Starting off the show like that was great. It was awesome. It's a great match. Adam Cole returning, like you said, was the pop of the week, man. No problem, Mal. Be careful, brother. Yeah, Vince McMahon. Unlimited power. Yeah, Vince is turning into the freaking emperor. I'd see, dude, the next thumbnail I do, I'm gonna have Vince. I'm gonna make Vince into the freaking emperor. Oh my god. But just really good wrestling all around this week on in AEW. Danielson versus Takeshita was awesome.
Takeshita.
Whatever, dude.
That.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'll be honest with you. I thought that joke was bad.
It was really bad.
But I think it was deliberately bad. Oh, got Malacina said, "Sup? What's up, man? How you doing? And where the shit is it?
Sup?
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 Hello.
What's up?
Damn, I had to find it.
What's
You know, what's up? But and then the trios finale was awesome. Man, freaking tastic. Juice Robinson versus Darby was really good. Just the wrestling in AEW this week was fantastic. It was really, really, really good. And then that women's match, dude, despite that botch, that was a brutal match, man. That was probably the best that those women have looked in a while. But it was mean as hell. But yeah, AEW wrestling this week, the actual in-ring wrestling was really, really good. Bad. Backstage and locker room personnel in W are afraid for their jobs.
I would be.
They're terrified, dude. They're terrified. All the reports that are coming out that like they're literally, it's like the sword of Damocles is hanging over their head, and they're just waiting for it to fall.
Well, if you allow me to skip to my ugly right now, he is already firing people.
Yeah. There's a rumor that he's already got people on the chopping block.
No, he already has. I got the names.
Which names you got?
Adam Hopkins, who was the vice president of communications, and Stephanie Yondella, who worked in the same department.
I think that guy, actually, that was last week, I think. What's his name? Yeah, Anthony Hopkins. It said, yeah, the report said that he was leaving, but apparently this was announced to them like last week. But
and some other people from his department, like Vince was criticizing the department head was setting up the superstars meeting and some of the shows and the interviews.
Yeah,
just put those people out.
Yeah, Vince is going to clean house. He's going to get rid of anybody that was like a loyalist to Triple H, anybody that he feels has either risen up in his absence and taken over any aspects of what he used to do, any of that stuff. He's going to kill it all.
Well, what does that mean for William Regal then? Because they already,
dude. If I'm dude,
BCC is back in town.
Yeah, he's there, and he's going. He's apparently starting the job that Triple H started for him. Here's the thing, though: if Triple H goes, he's going too.
Oh, you know that's true.
Let's be honest. Vince is going to book the Rumble. Yeah, it's already. Hey, Courtney. First Lady Wrestling. How you doing, Courtney? Thanks for being here. Vince is going to book the Rumble, dude. There's already a rumor that he's already got his nose up in creative.
Oh, of course.
Courtney says, "I give Triple H a month." I think he'll be there till after the Rumble, and then after that, every week is going to be a dicey one for the guy. I think it's I think the writing's on the wall. I think he's in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. But yeah, the word coming from out of the backstage in the locker room is that literally everybody is like they're walking in eggshells. They're terrified. They're worried that they're going to lose their jobs, and for good reason, because they probably are. A lot of them probably are going to go. Once Vince sticks his head back into creative, that's going to be it. That's when the bomb's going to go off.
Yeah, because you look, who's been brought back since that he fired? It's Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Hit Row.
Yep. Dude, I would be surprised if Hit Row isn't the first one to fall.
I mean, I don't know who else he's brought back besides those five.
Gargano.
Well, Gargano left because of the
Gargano
baby.
left.
He never left. He never got cut.
Well, yeah, but
Dexter Lumis.
Dexter Lumis, but no, Gargano left because literally they were telling him that they were going to bring him up to the main roster, but they didn't have anything. It was you're going to the main roster, but we got nothing for you.
Right.
Which is the kiss of death. Do you think Andrade regrets the fight now? Yeah.
That was my hugger last week. Yeah. That man's gonna be shaking in his boots.
Dude, I think everybody that was throwing shade at AEW because they didn't feel like they were being used right or anything like that, I think right now they're going, oh shit.
That's what Tony said. Everyone's been so nice to me all of a sudden.
Yeah. And then I guarantee you, CJ Perry is regretting that stuff she said about Miro. So we'll see about that, but that's my bad, my ugly. More board members resign, and Vince can now do whatever he pleases.
Yep.
Literally can do whatever he wants, and the board can't say shit. And we're going to go over that right now. Go ahead. I'm going to share my screen. Oh, yeah. Omos. Yeah, there are people that are absolutely ecstatic that he's back. But right here, Vince McMahon repeals January WWE bylaw amendments, new lawsuit filed. Basically what this means, a company sale or immediate rights deals no longer has to be approved by the shareholders. It means he can do whatever he wants. Go over this real quick. In the new SEC filings Tuesday, WWE Executive Chairman Vince McMahon repealed some of the bylaw amendments he made upon his return earlier this month, including another one regarding shareholder voting rights. Well, imagine that.
Yeah.
Development may negate a class action lawsuit filed earlier last week. A new potential class action lawsuit filed last week by the Detroit Police and Fire Retirement System is targeting McMahon as well on Thursday, January 5th, and using his power as controlling stockholder, which we all knew he was going to use that like a friggin' hammer. McMahon both executed and delivered a written consent that included his election and that of George Barrios and Michelle Wilson back to the board. That also included amendments to the company's bylaws that Mr. McMahon indicated were intended to ensure that the company's corporate governance continued to properly enable and support stockholder rights. McMahon then returned officially to the board on Friday, January 6th, and was elected back to his chair on Monday, January 9th. Then, according to the Tuesday filing, because there is substantial alignment concerning the decision to conduct a review of strategic alternatives amid the company's upcoming media rights cycle and that of the company's corporate governance will properly enable and support stockholder rights, he executed and delivered another written consent on Monday to substantially repeal the amendment made on the 5th. So the basically all the guarantees and stuff that he put in there is like, oh, I'm not coming back to do this, and I'm not coming back to do that. Yeah, he took a bunch of that away. WrestleNomics noted that one of the initial amendments McMahon had required shareholders to approve any company transaction or media rights deal. Since he is the controlling shareholder, he would have to approve of any such deal. With the Tuesday change, that is not the case, as he is now executive chairman. He now has the decision power he gave back to himself with the bylaw change before being elected to the position. In other words, he gave them all these guarantees saying, I'm not going to come in here. I'm not going to strong arm you guys. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And then the minute he gets in there, he goes, yeah, I'm just going to take control of everything again.
Yeah.
It's all so childish. It's almost funny.
And the thing is there are all these apologists, these people, these WWE apologists and stuff. They're like, come on, guys. He's just coming back for the sale. You notice that as this stuff has gone forward, all those people have suddenly very, very quiet.
That's how tribalism goes.
Yeah, they're all very quiet now. All of a sudden, they're like, oh, shit. We were wrong. Are we the baddies? Yeah. Yeah, you are.
They won't admit it, though.
Oh, my God. This Detroit Police and Fire Retirement lawsuit. The suit is claiming he acted wrongfully in trying to impose his personal will on WWE and its board by purported to adopt a package of invalid and equitable bylaw amendments that would hamstring the board from making critical business decisions. Well, no shit. He literally, I mean, what did you think he was going to do? This is the thing that's just boggling my mind. It's like was there anybody with, other than these lamoids who are just, basically suckling at the teat of WWE, was there anybody with half a brain that didn't know that this is exactly what he was going to do?
I think some people might have hoped for it, but everyone knew what was coming.
So, and this is the other thing too. The retirement system also claims that McMahon enjoys too much voting power due to his Class B shares, 10 votes per share, versus Class A shares, 1 vote per share. Despite him owning 39% of the company's equity, he controls 81% of the voting power. Well, of course he does. He's Vince freaking McMahon.
Those are the most BS talks I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
he's a wrestling god.
Sounds like the devil right now.
I'm gonna give my creation a shot of poison. I swear to God, dude. More, you seen that meme go now where they've got where they cut that piece of his that promo he did when the NWO was coming back.
Oh,
I'm talking about killing his creation. I'm telling you, dude, like that thing was a prophecy. Mal's like, I haven't eaten since, but dude, go get something to eat. What the hell's wrong with you, man? Bro.
I have a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, dude. I mean, good God, man. I've eaten like 4 times a day.
Shit, man. Cook up some ramen noodles.
But yeah, this is just bad. But then also there was the report. WVP of Public Relations departs after 25 years. Company's VP of Communications also left last week. So the VP of Communications left last week. The VP of Public Relations just left there. So there's 2 more people that either retired or resigned, or were basically told, yeah, either you leave or you're going to get fired. But after 25 years, WWE Vice President of Public Relations Adam Hopkins is leaving the company. Was a consistent voice on the intros for NXT. Yeah, see, he's a Triple H guy right here. Hopkins was a consistent voice on the intros for WWE NXT media calls with Paul, Triple H, Levesque, and later Shawn Michaels, in addition to helping set up interviews with talent or providing a company comment on various stories. It's unknown what the reason for his departure is. Yeah, it's known. It's known. Also reported that VP of Vice President of Communications Stephanie Fiondella is also gone after departing last week. She left with Stephanie. She was first with W from 2014 and then returned in 2021. Don't care about his education. After 5 years as senior manager of public relations and corporate communications, he spent 7 years as senior director before spending the last year as vice president. Yeah. So the bloodbath continues.
Yeah, sort of like Ruby Soho's bloodbath on Rampage.
Yeah. Courtney says, do you think this might lead to Triple H and Stephanie will start their own wrestling program?
Nah.
No, I don't. Because here's the thing. Even though they're gone, she's gone. She's still a stockholder. And if she went to another company, that would be conflict of interest. Not saying that couldn't happen, because there are people that, I mean, Hogan owned stock in WWE when he left and went to WCW. So it's not that they can't go somewhere. It's not that they couldn't go somewhere else. It's just that they could go somewhere else to act as a talent or something like that, but they couldn't do anything that would be like that would breach their conflict of interest.
Unless they're upset enough to sell all they have of stocks when whatever sale happens.
Yeah, I mean, whoever buys WWE could buy them out and buy all their
that's
stock,
possible.
Which then they could do whatever they're free to do whatever they want at that point.
Boy, I'd like to be a fly on the wall with this family at Christmas time.
Yeah, like if say they got sold to the Saudis and the Saudis bought all of it, all their stock. I mean, Stephanie and Triple H could go talk to Bill Corgan.
Billy Corgan, yeah,
Billy Corgan, and see about investing in NWA, or they
could talk to what's his name, Freddie Prinze, about the company he wants to start. Yeah, I mean, look. At this point, I've learned to say never say never. You know, I didn't think Vince was ever coming back. There he is. You know, I didn't think any of this shit was going to happen. Yeah, I was going to say with Scooby Dooby douchebag Freddie Prinze.
Hey,
that's wrong.
Hey, Scooby Dooby douchebag Freddie Prinze is better than what's your name with Velma. Okay.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's another. Listen, hey, come on, now listen to me. Everybody love everybody. Come on. Everybody love everybody. Damn it.
Yeah.
Dude, they could probably buy Impact for like $40 in a case of beer. Impact's not going to be real expensive.
No.
Don't forget, Booker Gabe just started his new job with WWE. Yeah. Dude, like I said, a lot of these people that were just brought back to WWE, a lot of these people that Triple H was going to incorporate into the power structure, they've all got to be sweating bullets right now because it's not a good time.
No,
a good time at all. And then, you know, like people like Cody. Well, see, the thing is, Cody came back when Vince was still there.
He did.
I don't think he's that worried. I don't think Cody's that worried about it because I think Cody's got a lot of things in writing. And I think he's good. I think he's okay. I don't think he's worried too much. Now, obviously, he'd probably be like, "Oh God, man, this is just a freaking train wreck."
And you never know if Cody has a out like William Regal did with AEW. It's possible.
Yeah. Impact Hard to Kill was amazing, but that's what I heard. I didn't see it, but I heard that it was actually a really, really, really good show. So and Frankie Kazarian is back in Impact. So, but goodbye Dragon Lee, one hire, last one hired, first one fired. Yeah, that or he'll be in Lucha House Party 2.0. You know, he's definitely not a Vince guy. Like I said, everything hinges on what happens here, man. Like, I don't believe I'm saying this, but there is a possibility that Vince is just going to let Triple H keep doing what he's doing. I don't think that's possible. I don't think Vince is going to do that. I think we're already seeing that, and according to all reports that Vince is already, he's not out and outright working creative, but he's making suggestions, is what people have been saying. Yeah. So he's already in. They were like, Vince isn't even coming back to the company. He's not going back. He's even going back to the building. Oh, he's back in his office. Oh, well, he's not gonna do anything. He's just there to facilitate himself. He just reelected himself chairman of the board. Well, he's just clearing some of the fat and everything, get ready for the sale and blah blah blah. Yeah, his freaking daughter just quit. Enough with the apologist BS. We all know what he's doing. So, yeah, this is just the latest. Honestly, I know a lot of people are probably getting tired of hearing it, but it's the biggest story in wrestling right now. I mean, we got to talk about it.
Yeah, whole different landscape now than what it was 4 months ago. Yeah,
it's everything was on the rise for WWE, and now it's crazy. Yeah. Well, it's not even that we see through the bullshit. It's that we saw the writing on the wall. It's like nobody was buying, and nobody except the apologists were buying that crap. So, but Cody was Vince's plan A. Cody probably called Vince to make sure Triple H didn't have hard feelings for the throne deal. From what I understand, he actually talked to Triple H about that himself. But yeah, Cody was see, that's the thing though. According to the reports that were coming out, because we all thought it was going to be Cody at WrestleMania at the next WrestleMania. But the reports were coming in that Vince said that he didn't want that. Vince wanted Brock Lesnar back again, and then either Brock or The Rock.
Yeah.
So
probably going to be The Rock, but even if it was Cody, the report I saw is that even if it was Cody, he's not winning the title.
He's not winning the title. He doesn't want Vince. Roman is Vince's guy. Like right now, there's only 4 people that aren't sweating bullets about Vince coming back and to take control and take creative. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Paul Heyman. Those 4 people are not worried at all. Sami Zayn is having a conniption.
Oh yeah. If they get sold to the Saudis, he's gone.
He's gone. That guy. He will flat out refuse to work for that company.
And I would not be surprised if Kevin Owens doesn't.
Kevin will go with him. Kevin will go with him. 100%.
Because there's people who absolutely will not go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
When they have their pay-per-views over there.
And they know Tony would throw money at them.
Oh, dude! If Sami Zayn left WWE today, he'd be in AEW within 90 days. 100%. Same thing with Kevin Owens, if that's what they wanted. But yeah. Anyway, let's we talked about this enough. It's just the latest shitstorm. But yeah, let's talk about some wrestling. Let's talk about all right. You know what, Leah? Let's get it out of the way. Raw. Did you guys watch Raw?
Bits and pieces.
It was not a bad show, but there were moments in it that felt really freaking weird. Those moments felt like Vince.
Howdy doody time?
That crap, that felt like Vince. But the thing like Mustafa Ali versus Solo Sikoa was a pretty good match. It was kind of weird. The setup of it was weird. The face-off between the Bloodline and Judgment Day, I thought that was really good. But the match was pretty, and then the match was good, even though, like I said, the setup was weird. Street Profits versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Thought this was a good match. It's clear that MVP is trying to put the Hurt Business back together.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Captain Howdy time. My thoughts about NJPW getting rid of Strong. I wish they wouldn't. The problem is they didn't promote Strong the right way. Strong should have had a more of a live audience with Strong. Having it in like that small building like that, I felt like kind of killed the feel of it. I still think Strong had some of the best wrestling that you're going to see in the entire week. It was one of the best hours of wrestling all week. The other thing that I had a problem with was them making specific belts and stuff for Strong. That was unnecessary. New Japan, everybody thinks that AEW has a belt problem. New Japan really has a belt problem. They got a belt for everything in its mother. So, but I also think that they're getting rid of it to lean more into this joint venture that they're doing with AEW with ROH and AAA. That big thing that's I think that's why it's going away. So I'm not worried that the guys on there are going to be able to work. They're going to be able to work fine. But they're changing their strategy in the United States is what's happening. So it's unfortunate, but the talent's still going to be there.
Hey, AEW could have another belt in a couple more weeks. If the Jacksonville Jaguars win 3 more games, is Triple H and WWE going to send them a championship belt?
Yeah.
Will that streak be over?
Their belts look like Wii toys. Yeah.
Because they sent a Super Bowl a belt to Super Bowl winners. How many years in a row? And Tony and Khan's Jaguars.
From what I understand, they said they're going to do it. They said they'll do it. So, but no, that was a pretty good match. Let's see, where's it here? Man, a lot of the commentary was weird this week too. Omos versus Elias. Who freaking cares?
Vince.
And then Omos was, I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble. Like, well, yeah, we kind of figured, like he's got to be in there so that he could take out like 9 guys at once.
Oh yeah.
So
be the next Kane and start his elimination streak.
Yeah. And then was it Bailey and Becky are going to have a match in a steel cage next week, which that'll be a decent match. Alpha Academy versus Judgment Day. This is all right. It was this is more setup and storytelling than anything else. But like I said, I feel really bad for Chad Gable. That dude should be a much bigger star than he is. What do you guys think about the Dom gimmick? Do you think it's stupid, or do you think it's are you liking it?
Meh.
Yeah, meh.
Khan's holding a W belt would be foreshadowing. Yeah, it's like I know what they're going for. They're trying to go with a little bit of an Eddie vibe with him, but yeah, I just think he's just too goofy to me. Io Sky versus Mia Yim. It was all right, but this is more setting up other stuff.
AEW presents WWE, their newest acquisition.
Bronson Reed versus Akira Tozawa. This was a complete squash. Poor Akira Tozawa continues to be used like a goofball. And then the main event was the elimination match. We don't have enough time to put these guys in their own matches, so we're just gonna put them all in there. So Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, Baron Corbin, Finn Balor, The Miz, and Dolph Ziggler. It's like, it's Battle Royale. Those usually suck.
It could have been 5 without Baron Corbin. I'd have been okay with that.
You could have took Baron Corbin and The Miz out of this and just had it be a 4-way.
Yep.
And that would have been better. But anyway, it ended up being not too bad. It was actually probably one of the better matches of the night. Ziggler, he put in a decent showing, but he got. How do you eliminate Ziggler before you eliminate friggin' Baron Corbin? Baron Corbin was one of the last 3 people. That's like, what does he have on him? Seriously, dude. How dare you, sir? The Miz is a national treasure. Get the hell out of here with that shit.
Cleveland's own, The Miz.
As long as the Cowgirls don't go to the Super Bowl. Man, people hate the friggin' Cowboys these days.
Yeah.
The hell. But yeah, that was
Raw.
That was Raw. It felt like, I'm telling you, okay, so Bronson Reed versus Akira Tozawa, that felt like friggin' Vince.
That's some good shit there. Good shit.
All the Uncle Howdy garbage. That really stunk of Vince.
I heard they might have Uncle Howdy versus Bray Wyatt in a match at Royal Rumble or WrestleMania or something.
Oh my God, dude! They got to do something. They need to pull the trigger on this freaking thing. It's already gone on way too damn long. This should have happened like a month ago, like a month and a half ago, at worst.
Well, what's the next evolution on SmackDown for Alexa Bliss?
Dude, honestly, I don't freaking care.
Is it the return of Lily?
Probably, because we gotta have stuff to sell, guys.
What do you think?
Why'd you get rid of the doll? The doll was selling.
What do you think, Saudi Howdy?
Merchandise.
What's our next step?
Hey, Johnny, he's talking to you.
That's a secret.
That's a secret.
Oh my God. But yeah, that was Raw. It was meh. Let's talk about something better. All right. AEW Dynamite. Best of 7 series for the Trios title. Dude, I told you I thought that they were going to have trouble keeping people's interest in this thing for as long as they did. They succeeded. This thing was awesome all the way down the line.
Yeah, I think. Sorry, let me cut you there. I think you had to. If you would have just kept it a straight best of 7 without having any kind of stipulations, the last 3.
Yeah,
I think you would have proverbially shit the bed with this whole series.
Yeah, they needed to do something to spice it up.
Yeah.
But they did a good job too, man, because this thing was fun. That was awesome. Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page, dude. This was a really, I mean, this Hangman needed this win, and this was if people didn't realize that Jon Moxley is 100% a trooper and is willing to put anybody over, he's willing to do whatever it takes to make the company successful. He's willing to do whatever it takes to build people up. He's a team player through and through and through and through. This was proof positive because, dude, Hangman needed this win bad. He needed that win to re-elevate himself back up to that status, to be believable going up against anybody else going forward.
Yeah, and it doesn't serve any purpose for John to win that match.
No, it doesn't. But it's like you can tell when somebody's unselfish, and like I said, man, if this doesn't cement Jon Moxley as one of the best wrestlers in the business, nothing else will. And all these people that think he's like one dimensional and everything, you're so full of shit. No, this was a really, really good match, man. And yeah, it was very physical, very cool, and clean win for Adam Page. So, and the fact that he won with that he won with the lariat, that was awesome. But great match. But then that kind of, honestly, it was kind of overshadowed by the return of Adam Cole, baby. He's not a team player. He's both, man. Dude, I'm telling you. Now Heyman needs to ditch the butterfly jeans. But yeah, Adam Cole came back, cut an amazing promo. And yeah, like again, push the guy to the moon, man.
Yep.
But awesome. All right, Jungle Boy and Hook versus Big Bill and Lee Moriarty.
Jungle Hook.
Jungle Hook. I'm not feeling it. I mean, fans love the hell out of it.
They do. They do.
I personally could have skipped that one.
The thing that I'm strange about, they brought in Morrissey, which I hate his name, Big Bill. They brought in Morrissey to be like a monster, right?
Right.
You're supposed to build your monsters up before you have somebody beat them.
You would think.
I don't think Tony understands this. This is something. All right. The longer time goes on, the more I'm beginning to think Tony doesn't know how to book big guys.
Nope.
Tony he's firmly entrenched in New Japan style wrestling, which is mostly smaller, faster, athletic guys, right?
Yep.
I don't think Tony really understands the psychology of booking big men. You got to build them up to be beasts, man. Like that's like this, like the whole situation with Samoa Joe right now. When he booked that match between Joe and Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs, that was a great move. That's awesome. That's what you do with big guys. You put big guy versus big guy, In a big man versus big man match, that's the kind of thing that match was perfect. And then Joe wins, which was a little weird, but the way he won, he beat Hobbs and not Wardlow. Right. So you could continue that thing right there. So okay, that was a little weird, but okay. So then Joe's got these belts, and he's doing work with these belts, man. He's putting some respect back on that TNT title. And then you have Darby Allin beat him? I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on here, dude? So then we have this match. Hook, you got friggin' Jungle Hook versus Big Bill and Lee Moriarty. And you have Hook, who's like 1.5 feet shorter than Bill. Just start beating the shit out of him. And yeah, it got a huge pop, but I'm like, he's been in the company for a month. You haven't built him up at all. And in that month, he's been in like a little more than a month. He's been on Dark. No, you have him. You put him out on Dynamite and Rampage. You build him up to be a monster. You have him eat some people. And you make it look like Hook's going to get, like, this is, hey, man, this may be the end for Hook. That's how you book a little man versus a big man match. It's got to be David and Goliath, but you got to build Goliath up first. I mean, if Goliath just shows up, it's like, oh, he's a big dude. Nobody, it's just, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't think Tony knows how to book big men.
And just look at Satnam Singh.
Yeah.
He's impressive just because he's 7 feet tall when in a villain, but he does nothing. But he's meant to be something.
Well, that dude is a complete waste.
Oh, we're waiting for Marco Stunt to come back to go up against.
Oh
him.
my God. Tony never did book big guys well. He likes his skinny, flippy dudes. Well, and here's the thing. I understand that like that style of wrestling gets over big. I mean, that Ospreay versus Omega match at Wrestle Kingdom was unfreaking real.
But if you're gonna hire and book big guys, you gotta do it right.
You gotta build them up. You got people should be afraid of these guys whenever they have to face them. When somebody like freaking Jungle Boy gets in the ring with someone like Powerhouse Hobbs, Powerhouse Hobbs should be beating him down for most of that match. And then have Jungle Boy come in at the end and find a way to win, but you got to build him up first. And he's not, and that's the reason why I think after MJF, the situation with Wardlow, he was building him up a little bit, but he wasn't really, it was weird, man. And then the situation with Miro and Brian Cage, like, these guys should be, they're monsters. They should be the most terrifying people on your roster. Whenever they show up, everybody else should be crapping. It should be like, shit, we got to deal with this.
Yeah, and say what you want about McMahon. He loves his big guys, and
yeah, he knew how to book them right.
Yep,
he knew how to book them. You put a little guy. It should always be David and Goliath when the smaller guy has to go up against the bigger guy. That's the way it works. That's the only way the big guys are believable as a threat. If you have a dude, and that's the thing. You see that picture, that image of Hook. I mean, don't get me wrong. Hook is, he's a jack little dude. But Morrissey's like 1 foot taller than he is. Yeah. He's like looking at Morrissey's chest. I don't know, man.
McMahon could book guys like Kevin Nash.
But that's how you do it. But yeah, and I've come to realize that Tony has a problem booking big dudes. But the match wasn't bad, but it was. I mean, it was okay. But the best match of the freaking night, in my personal opinion, and the best match of the entire week, Bryan Danielson versus Konosuke Takeshita. Holy shit, dude! They said they were going to give Takeshita a push. They weren't friggin' lying. And who better to put him in there than arguably the best technical wrestler in the entire world. This match was freaking awesome. That top rope lariat that Takeshita hit Danielson with was like, holy shit. It's like he took his freaking head off, man. There were so many awesome spots in there. There was a botch though. Where when that botch at ringside when Danielson's leg got trapped underneath him. I'm wondering. I was really I'm hopefully he didn't get any kind of an injury or anything from that, but yeah, and the crowd was super behind Takeshita, so absolute genius friggin' move pushing this guy, because this guy's going to be something special. He really is. I'm really high on this guy. But Saraya, Tony Storm versus Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter.
Yeah.
The pseudo turn.
Yeah, I wasn't that impressed with that match.
It was okay. I mean, it was the whole match was just built to tell a story. You know,
Yeah.
It was to tell the story of Sheeta being upset that she wasn't chosen, and then she comes down to help. She accidentally causes them to lose.
Yeah, and no Monet Banks.
Dude, she's not coming until after she has her match with Kyrie. That's not going to happen. So you may as well, put that out of your mind. She won't be back, and she's not going to be in AEW for at least a couple months. Negro Casa. But I thought the match was decent.
Decent.
But again, like I said, it was there to tell a story. So, okay. I am getting really tired of the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Have been for months.
I'm just okay. Look, I get it. I understand the psychology behind it. They're supposed to be annoying.
Well, there's a difference between an MJF who makes you mad, but is entertaining about it, and someone that's so annoying that I want to change the channel or go do something else.
And then, and not only that, but then when Starks and Andretti came out, dude, they just didn't seem to be on the same page. Because the back and forth was like I mean, it was just bad.
It was.
This was. I mean, we know Starks is good, but something happened to him, man, and he it's like he lost his place. He forgot what he was supposed to say. He was fumbling his words. I don't know what was going on here, man, but it was bad. And who'd have thought that Jake Hager would have the best freaking line to save the whole thing at the end? I'm going to slap your face all over your face, which was so stupid.
That's Hager.
I have to wonder if it was deliberate, man, because it was so stupid. It was funny. But Bob hates sports entertainment confirmed. Yep.
I blame the head.
Now, I was impressed with Saraya's top. Yeah, dude, she's built.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the best body that money can buy. Anyway,
I don't know.
Yeah, this just felt that whole thing just felt weird, and it went on way too damn long. That's the other thing too, is like I get when people say they think that Jericho's a narcissist, because when he does promos like this, man, they drag on for freaking ever. But yeah, and not only that, but was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? There's 8 freaking people in this stupid thing. But then the second best match of the night. What were you going to say? Something?
No.
Second best match of the night. AEW World Trios titles, Elite versus Death Triangle. Dude, this was awesome. Again, yes, I understand it's a bunch of flippy stuff. It's a bunch of high spots.
Excuse me.
Still awesome. And the storytelling in the match was freaking fantastic. So, and we all, and look, they did a good job of at least making us think that they might not put the belts on the Elite, but 90% we were pretty sure that those belts were going on them because Tony made those belts for them.
Yep.
So the Elite are the new Trios champions. They're the 2-time AEW Trios champions. This match was awesome. I'll tell you what, though, man, they really pushed it with this best of 7.
Yeah.
I don't know that you could do this a lot. You definitely couldn't do it a lot. I could see something like this maybe once a year, but you don't want to repeat this too soon.
And they'll hold the belts till FTR and CM Punk take them off of them.
Well, dude, I'm gonna tell you, man. If it's possible, you got to get these guys to sit down and listen.
We're not even sure if FTR is going to be on the company anymore.
No,
FTR is not going to go anywhere. Where are they going to go? Back to WWE to do what? To be treated like idiots?
And that's what Dex taking these next 2 months off to think about it, and maybe they don't know what they're going to do yet.
Yeah, well, they need to take the time off just to heal because that guy's got like 2 major injuries.
Right, but when has Usos aside, when have they ever really pushed tag teams in WWE?
Now under Triple H in the last 5-6 months,
right?
They've done a lot better.
Yeah.
But they're still not. It's still not on the level of like an AEW or, it's not on the level of like in Ring of Honor.
But if
Impact,
but if McMahon takes over,
just singles will draw more.
It's dead because Vince hates tag team wrestling. He doesn't. He thinks it's a waste of time. Yeah, he's taking time off because he literally broke his ass. This guy, Dax literally broke his friggin' ass for that company, man. And he's got like multiple injuries that they gotta like take care of because they're not gonna get better.
But Malicino, I can see House of Black versus the Elite, but they're not gonna take the titles off them anytime soon.
I don't think
if they go with them right away.
I think the Elite need to wrestle a couple other people first.
Best friends
would be a good one. Dark Order. I'd even go Dark Order would be a good one because you could build that conflict between them and Hangman. You could build that up, which they were doing for a while until everybody got hurt. You could do Stokely's bunch. There's the Acclaimed. You could do the Acclaimed with Billy Gunn.
Yep.
So there's a bunch of people. There's about 4 or 5 sets of people that they could do it with. And then when you do have them go have the House of Black's got to take the titles off of them. And I honestly I would put them on the House of Black, and I would have the House of Black absolutely destroy everybody keep those belts on them for a while. And then what else happened here? Okay. So as usual, I'm just going to run through Rampage really, really quick. Darby Allin versus Juice Robinson. It was a good match.
Loved it.
What'd you say?
I loved it.
Dude, Juice is a great wrestler, man. And if they're smart, they'll sign him up.
Did they not?
I'm not sure. I
thought he was all Elite.
I'm not sure. I think it's on the fence, but if they haven't done it, they probably will because he's awesome.
Yeah,
and he's John Moxley's guy. So
and him and his girl can take the title, the Owen Hart titles off of Britt and Adam Cole.
Yeah. Now it's gonna be a new tournament with new belts. Those are not put on the line.
Yeah. The next
time. Right. But I'm saying they can take the next one, like because you probably have them like Britt Baker and Adam Cole in the finals if he's healthy again. Yeah, maybe.
Eddie Kingston versus Ortiz versus the House Black. Great match. It was a really good match. Dude, those friggin' chops that Brody King was popping off of friggin' those guys, man, they're like gunshots. And then of course the sequence with him and Kingston trading back and forth, that was awesome. Teasing, breaking up Eddie Kingston and Ortiz having issues. That was good. Anna Jane Tymella versus Ruby Soho and Willow Nightingale. This was better than I expect, way better than I expected. And it was cool. And when Ruby did like the get the tables thing with call out to the Dudley Boys. And this thing got brutal. Now I have a question for you. Do you think a lot of people are up in arms about this because of all the blood in the women's match? They did not like seeing the women being bloody like that. What do you guys think?
I did not have a problem with it.
Okay, would you say, Johnny?
I've been saying they gotta tone that down on the TV a little bit for a while now.
Yeah, some people are saying that AEW just got too much blood. Period. Which it's like 75% of it's John Moxley, so it's. But a lot of people are saying that they feel like the women's matches, when there's blood, it's usually it's a really, really big deal because a lot of people get turned off when they see women bloody. And I can understand that to a certain extent.
Britt wouldn't be Britt if it wasn't for blood.
No, like that got her over when she got busted open. Same thing with, it's just like what happened with Becky.
Yep.
So I understand. So I understand why people had an issue with it. I personally don't have a problem with it, but I can also see that maybe there's a little too much blood. The other thing too is that you got to remember that a lot of these guys get busted open the hard way, man.
Ruby had a lot of blood though.
She was gushing. She went full John Moxley, man. Like dude, she went Dusty Rhodes.
Nature Boy.
Yeah, she went Dusty Rhodes, Nature Boy, man. The Crimson Mask.
And Juicy's signed.
Juicy's signed? Okay. I wasn't sure about that, but
if Ruby had white hair, she'd look like the Nature Boy.
Man. But no, thought it was a good match. Again, Rampage felt a little like a secondary thought, but the wrestling was really good. The wrestling was good on theirs this week. There was 3 good matches. But
up until the Willow Nightingale Nia Jax spot.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was, you know what? That's an experience. It's a little different.
Can you just put NJ through the table? Do you have to jump off the ramp?
We'll see. That's an interesting thing. So Kurt Angle kind of got dragged by some people because he said he thinks that the high spot stuff is it's shortening people's careers. He's 100% right about that.
Oh, yeah.
He said wrestling today is all high spots. If they went back to like a little more psychology, a little more ring wrestling, and slowed it down just a little bit, a lot of these people would have their careers would be longer and it would be safer. He's not wrong.
Yeah, and you also have these big moves like every other week, so they're getting forgotten quickly.
It's an interesting debate, I think, because he is right. You can
do so much less of that.
There's always room, like they're always looking and trying to change stuff. Like how it used to be chair shots to the head.
Yeah. Yeah, and the situation with Chris Benoit changed that.
Yeah, I mean, how many shots did Rock give Mick Foley in that one match they had?
Oh my god, dude! You know how many times he has apologized to him for that? But here's the thing: Mick Foley told him to do that.
He did.
He told him to do that, and he was like, "Okay." And I think what was it, like 7?
Something like that.
He's like 7 chair shots to the front and oh, dude, man. But yeah, anyway. No, it's an interesting debate.
Yeah.
What's up?
So here's a debate.
What's up?
You have this guy back, Adam Cole, baby.
Yep.
Talking about the bad news is with the AEW locker room.
Yep.
Hopefully they push him, single guy. Adam Cole versus Miz versus MJ.
I was gonna say no
versus MJF by the end of the year.
Oh, yeah, I think that'll definitely happen. I think he's got to be one of the people that he wrestles. Who's in the title scene? Omega's always going to be in the title scene.
Well, you got Brian Danielson.
Brian Danielson's
now because
next.
She's going to be wrestling at Revolution.
Right. John Moxley. Moxley's going to be out of it for a while, but towards the end of the year, he could potentially be a challenger. Moxley's always going to be in the title scene. Hangman is going to float around there. Omega.
Yeah, he's got the trios title right now, so unless
Omega's always going to be floating around the title scene, man.
Wardlow should be up there, but they butchered his whole thing. So
there's those guys. If CM Punk shows back up, there's another one potential right there. I'm surprised they're doing Danielson so fast. I would say I would have Danielson closer to, because Danielson, in my opinion, is the guy that should take it off of him. Danielson should be the next champion, in my opinion. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be a draw. It's gonna drag out for a little bit, just like it was with Omega and Adam Page.
So do I. I think Adam Cole could be champion by the end of the year.
Cole could be. It depends, dude. When he came back, he got a monster pop. But I'm thinking like there's guys that should get title shots that I don't think will, like Keith Lee. Keith Lee definitely should get a title shot.
Jake Hager.
Oh, shut the hell up, dude. Swerve Strickland, he should get a title shot. And that's possible. He might get a title shot.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't mind. He's part of JAS, but I wouldn't mind seeing Garcia.
Somebody's got they gotta trim that friggin' roster down, man. There's too many guys in that friggin' thing.
MJF's defenses are gonna be few and far between. He's not gonna be defending on TV and against that much people. It's gonna be like a select few.
I predict it's gonna be like he'll defend it like maybe 5 times at most.
Yeah, he'll be like Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he'll defend it. He'll defend it like 5 times as much. He'll be on TV every week, but he'll only defend that belt like maybe 5 times. Ray Phoenix, dude, I wouldn't mind seeing Ray or Penta in a friggin' title match, dude.
Not gonna happen.
Let's see.
It's not. But I'd like to see it.
Ray,
personally.
Darby Allin.
Ray versus Darby would be really good. Dude, there's a lot of combinations we haven't seen yet. Brian, dude, I'd like to see Brian Cage in some more matches, man. What the frickin' hell is going on with Miro, dude? Seriously, did he piss Tony off that bad? I don't understand it. But anyway, these are discussions for another time, guys. We're almost 10 minutes past. Appreciate everybody who was here. Leg Kick, X-Villain, Maldecito, Courtney, everybody that lurked. Appreciate you guys being here. And keep watching wrestling. And yes, should we make the big? Should we make? Yeah, let's do the announcement now. We are going to be doing a live reaction to Royal Rumble and
January 28th.
January 28th, and we are going to be joined by 2 former Wrestling Council alumni, Boogie and Antonio Bryce. We'll be returning.
Be the new 4 Horsemen.
Oh my God!
Woo!
You guys are never going to let me live that shit
So
down.
that's what Bob called so long ago. Now I get it.
Yeah. But we might have some other people as well. Justin might be stopping by. Maybe we might even get Big Daddy. Who knows? But it'll be fun, guys. And yeah. But yep. Join us on the Rumble night. Should be a good one. But thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate it. And we will see you guys. Let me turn that off. Next, actually, you know what? I want to play something real quick. You know what? Like I said at the beginning of the show, everybody love everybody. Come on. Everybody love everybody.
It is Oli.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.